Africa. It's really big and really far away, and it has wild animals that you just don't see all that often here in Vermont. Hi there, thanks for stopping by. My name's Jerry, and welcome once again to the bright side of nature photography. Coming to you from indoors, as you can plainly see, because outside right now it just absolutely sucks. So, greetings from Studio 1A, the world headquarters of Brightside Productions. We begin this time, as usual, with viewer mail. And we got this from a Ron Tugnut of Stoner, British Columbia. I can't make this up, folks. It says, hey Jerry, where the hell have you been? What'd you do? Go to Africa or something? Signed, Up Yours, Up North. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, that's Yours Up North, Ron Tugnut. Well, Ron, you are, I don't know, some kind of a wizard because yes, Beth and I did spend 2 weeks in East Africa. And this episode deals with week number 1 from the country of Tanzania. Okay, get some weird stuff out of the way first. Some people say Tanzania, some people say Tanzania, some people call it Tanzania. Now, in Swahili, it's Tanzania. In English, and I speak English almost all the time, we say Tanzania, and some people say Tanzania, but I don't know. We did meet one guy who said Tanzania, but I'm pretty sure he was off his meds. Anyway, let's get to it. After 22 hours in and out of airports, we finally got to Tanzania and met an incredible group of disabled artists and artisans at the Arusha Coffee Lodge. They make simply amazing stuff. Beth spent about $1 million there, and I got this. It's a, can you see it? Handmade elephant wine stopper. I use it just about every morning. I love it. Okay, from tiny Arusha Airport, we boarded an equally tiny Cessna for the last leg. That's the flight into or onto the Serenera airstrip in the Serengeti. That's where we met our guide, Boniface Sospeter. Now, we certainly don't have time to say Boniface Sospeter, so we shortened it to Boni, of course. Boni turned out to be indispensable. We wanted an actual photography guide, a guide who knows photography, and we got one. He was absolutely astounding, as you're about to see. So, it was a 70-kilometer drive from the airstrip to our camp, and we were told along the way that we'd see some cool-ass animals. First up, a Thompson's gazelle. Too cute for words, right? We thought we better get a shot of that Thompson's gazelle because we figured we might not see another one for the rest of the trip there. And it turns out we only saw about 100,000 of them. But better safe than sorry. Next up, lazing atop a big rocky outcropping, a gorgeous lion. Oh, here's a fun fact. Did you know that on average, lions only eat twice a week? It's true. And this is different from, say, Donald Trump, who eats twice an hour. Speaking of lions, we lost track of the number of lions we saw, many of them up close and personal. Take a look. more lions than you can possibly imagine. But that was just the start of the deal. How about giraffes? And zebras. And we didn't know we would, but we fell in love with hyenas. Oh, before we move on, do me a huge favor, will you? Hit that subscribe button. It'll be good for you and me, trust me. Okay, now here's where it gets a little nuts, because where we were in the Serengeti, everywhere you turn, there's another animal to photograph. I mean, it was absolutely insane. And frankly, I drove myself a little insane trying to ID all of the animals. But now you're saying, Jerry, that's all well and good, but elephants? Hello? Did you see any elephants? Yeah, we did. But before we get to that, here's another fun fact. Did you know that on average, an African elephant poops 12 to 15 times a day? And that's great info, but my question is, how do they wipe? Okay, elephant montage. Let's do this. And finally, before we wrap this thing up, here's why you need to hire a guide who really knows photography. He really, or she, really has to know what they're doing out there. So we're cruising around, and off in the distance, Boney spots this cheetah from like, I don't know, half a mile away, okay? So we get closer and closer and closer to the cheetah, and I got a few good shots. And then Boney says, you know what? Watch that cheetah. That cheetah is going to go from that termite mound to the one over there. And the one over there was close to an elephant who was cruising in. So working together, Boney and I decided, okay, we got to back the Jeep up. I kept saying, back it up, back it up, back it up until both the cheetah and the elephant were in the same shot. And this, my friends, was the result. And that, folks, is why you pay a little extra for the professional photography guide. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of The Bright Side. But before I go, if you're planning an excursion to Africa, I think you should probably look up these guys. It's called Sambora Private Journeys. When you do so, ask for Greg and tell them that Jerry and Beth sent you. They arranged the absolute perfect trip for us to both Tanzania and Rwanda. And speaking of Rwanda, that episode of The Bright Side is going to premiere in a couple of weeks. And then you will understand why Beth had this look on her face. Okay, I'm Jerry. Thanks for stopping by.